Yahweh's word came to me saying, Son of man, tell a riddle and speak a parable to the house of Israel and say the Lord Yahweh says, a great eagle with great wings and long feathers, full of feathers of various colors, came to Lebanon and took the top of the cedar. Cropped off the topmost of its young twigs and carried it to a land of traffic. He set it in a city of merchants. He also took some of the seed of the land and planted it in fruitful soil. He placed it beside many waters. He set it as a willow tree. It grew and became a spreading vine of low stature, whose branches turned toward him and its roots were under him. So it became a vine, produced branches and shot out sprigs.
There was also another great eagle with great wings and many feathers.
Behold, this vine bent its roots toward him and shot out its branches toward him from the beds where it was planted. He might water it. It was planted in a good soil by many waters, that it might produce branches and bear fruit, that it might be a good vine.
Hey, the Lord Yahweh says,
will it prosper? Won't he pull up its roots and cut off its fruit so that it withers? Yes, it will wither, and all the sprouting leaves without a great arm or many people to pluck it up by its roots. Behold, being planted, will it prosper? Won't it utterly wither when the east wind touches it? It will wither in the beds where it grew. Moreover, Yahweh's word came to me saying, say now to the rebellious house, don't you know what these things mean? Tell them, behold, the king of Babylon came to Jerusalem and took its king and his princes and brought him to Babylon. He took of the royal offspring and made a covenant with them. He also brought them under an oath and took away the mighty of the land, that the kingdom might be brought low, that it might not lift itself up, but that by keeping his covenant it might stand. But he rebelled against them and sending his ambassadors into Egypt, that they might give him horses and many people.
will he prosper?
Will he escape? Who does such things?
Will he break the covenant and yet escape?
As I live, says the Lord Yahweh, surely in a place where the king dwells who made him king, whose oath he despised and whose covenant he broke, even with him in the middle of Babylon he will die. Pharaoh with his mighty army and great company won't help him in a war when they cast up mounds and build forts to cut off many persons. For he has despised the oath by breaking the covenant, and behold, he had given his hand, yet has done all these things, he will not escape.
Hey, the Lord Yahweh says,
as I live, surely my oath that he has despised and my covenant that he has broken, I will even bring it on his own head. I will spread my net on him and he will be taken in my snare. I will bring him to Babylon and will enter into judgment with him there. For his trespass that he has trespassed against me, all his fugitives and all his bands will fall by the sword, and those who remain will be scattered toward every wind, and you will know that I, Yahweh, have spoken it.
the Lord Yahweh says,
I will also take some of the lofty top of the cedar.
Lord Yahweh says,
I will crop off from the topmost of his young twigs a tender
Lord
one,
Yahweh says,
and I will plant it on a high and lofty mountain.
Lord Yahweh says,
I will plant it on the mountain of the height of Israel. It will produce boughs and bear fruit and be a good cedar. Birds of every kind will dwell under it. They will dwell in the shade of its branches. All the trees of the field will know that I, Yahweh, have brought down the high tree, have exalted the low tree, have dried up the green tree, and have made the dry tree flourish. I, Yahweh, has spoken and have done it.